Good morning, guys. As you can see, my little workshop is a little bit crowded with a bike parked in there. If I want to get tools out of my tool chest, I have to move the bike, or if I want to work at my detailing station, I have to move the bike, and to move the bike I've got to move the car. So it'll be really great if I could just move the bike around the workshop easily and clearly without moving the car. The bike is very difficult to move, so let me move the car out of the way and the bike out of the way, and I'll show you what I've bought to make life a little bit easier. Right, so this is what I've been out and bought. It's a Let's Roll dolly for moving your bike around on. It's not cheap. I bought it from the States, from the US, and by the time you pay shipping and VAT when it enters the country, you're talking about just over £550. So it's not cheap, but against trying to open your toolbox and chipping the paintwork on your bike, or trying to work at your detailing station and nudging the bike and perhaps knocking it over or damaging it, this could work out to be a good buy. I certainly hope so. And not only that, when I take the bike out for a ride, I back the bike out into the drive, and then you have to do a 3 or a 4 point turn just to move the bike around, get it facing the right way, and that's obviously it's a situation where if you're not careful you could drop it. So that's why I've bought this piece of kit, so I can manoeuvre the bike easily and effortlessly in the workshop and in the drive. So let's stop talking and unbox it and see what we got. Okay, so it's now out of the box. There's the Dolly wheels, which look, what I've seen on a lot of YouTube clips is how easy this dolly is to move around because of these wheels. Nice size wheels. They're not metal, so they're not going to cause any problems on concrete. So it's all very well packed. These are the stanchions or supports that go under the bike, and it's all nicely padded so it doesn't damage the bottom of your bike. So let's set the tripod up and get all these bits and pieces out and put it together. And there we are, there's all the bits laid out. So you've got these two wheels here have got brakes on them, so when you put it together you put them on opposite sides of the dolly. There's the hardware to put it together, the two supports, and that's what there is to it. Some very simple instructions. So let's quickly put this together. The only tools you'll need is a 9/16 socket and a 3/4 socket AF, a ratchet and a 9/16 spanner. Okay, so when you look at these cross members, this part is longer than that part, so the longest part faces towards the nameplate, and as you can see you've got two fixing holes, so you've got two different heights. I'm not sure what height I want at the moment, so I'm just going to go for the highest one. So they just slot over there. I have to say the finish on this, the powder coating is spot on, the welding looks really good. This does look really good quality, which you'd expect for paying that sort of money. You can get cheaper versions of these sort of things, but I don't want to play around with my bike. I don't want to drop my bike off a stand or anything, so this is really good thick material. I'm really impressed with it. And then you put the wheels on, so I'm going to put a wheel with a brake on this corner. A wheel without a brake on this corner. The brake on the opposite corner. And then the last wheel. And that's it, that's the Dolly put together. Just tighten these down now. Job done, simple as that. Right, that moves around really nicely. Let's see what it's like with the bike on. Right, let's get my scissor jack out and we'll lift the bike up. Okay, so I won't lie. The idea is to get both wheels up at the same time so the bike is balanced. And this is my third attempt putting the jack under here. Because the first attempt it was too far forward, second attempt it was too far back. I now think I've got it in the middle, so you know, that's the honest truth of it. So what you do now, you put your jack underneath and you put it on the opposite side to the kickstand. Let's Roll do make a scissor jack just like this, but I've already got one, so I didn't need to buy it. So you now just jack the bike up, and if you've used one of these jacks before, you'll know that the first time it's a little bit scary because the bike starts to roll towards you, but it's quite safe, he says. Okay, so with this bike, Swart Glide Softail, you got to take that up quite a bit. So when I last left you, I thought I had it high enough, but I didn't. I've had to raise that quite a way. And what I've also done is I've lowered the two support arms to the lower setting. So let me just tell you how high that is at the moment. So that's 8 3/4 inches high. So I've got the frame of the bike 8 1/4 inches, just 9 inches off. So with this particular bike, you have to take the dolly this side of the kickstand. With the YouTube videos I've seen, a lot of people have taken it that side, but I think that's because it's a bigger bike. It's probably for a tourer. But that goes on there quite nicely. That's flat. Right, let's put the brake on. Brake on the other side. Let's lower the bike down. Moment of truth, guys and girls. Moment of truth. Let's take the brake off. He says. Let's see how it moves. Seems quite steady. Now this is a pretty uneven surface, as you can see. Let me take you down. As you can see, it's quite an uneven surface. Right, it can turn around quite easily. Right, now I've got to get up a slight hill into the workshop. I can move it over this side so that I've got room on my detailing station. And then I can move it over that side and I want to work on my tools. Now, I'm not going to lie, is that the easiest thing to move around? Well, it's 300k, so no, it's not. But it's no real effort, it really isn't. You know, I'm just over 10 stone, 70 years old, and I can move that without too much of a problem. There we go, guys. Is that worth the money? Only you can tell whether that's worth the money for you. But for me, certainly makes moving my bike around the garage a lot easier. So I'm well pleased with it. And it's pretty solid. It's not coming off the stand, thank God. So there we go. Hope that's of use to you. Until next time, ride safe. Bye bye.